doing in class. Oh, fancy. We are being recorded so that for our Ohana who can't make it, they'll be able to watch this later, but we're so glad that you're here live with us, and we hope that that helps you to be able to ask the questions you want to ask and to get the answers that you want right on the spot. So we're very, very blessed that we have a tech genius on our campus and that she's going to be leading our presentation tonight. We have I have to get her important title correct. She is our instructional technology specialist, and she assists kindergarten through 8th grade. So she has a huge kuleana on our campus, but she eats, sleeps, breathes, works Canvas, and she knows all of the ins and outs. And so she's going to teach us all of the tips and tricks that we'll need so that we can navigate it like pros, and you'll be able to get a snapshot of what your keiki is doing in each of their classes at the Kulawaina. So thank you so much, Kaulana, for sharing your expertise.
Aloha. Okay, mine is frozen, or is that Tehani? Can everybody hear me? You guys can all hear me okay? Okay, that might be Tehani's one. Perfect timing though. Aloha kako. I'm so happy you're all here with us tonight to learn a little bit about Canvas. It's such a wonderful tool, and you're gonna see how much helpful information you're gonna find on that platform. So I'm gonna go ahead and share screen so we can get started. So for tonight, what I'm hoping is to tell you a little bit about not only Canvas, we're just going to talk briefly about some of the other technology tools and sites that are important at Kulawaina. And then we're going to get into a little bit about Canvas, and hopefully at the end we'll have time for a tour of the Canvas parent app. So I'm going to jump in and get started right away. This is, okay, you guys can all see my presentation, yeah? All good? Okay, my kai. Okay, so the first site that I want you guys to know about is our Ohana Tech website. So on this website, we have quick links to all of the other important sites that are in Kulawaina. So those are like the links to our main Kulawaina website, the ohana.ksbe.edu site. There's information on there for the parent and student laptop training that you guys all completed recently. Canvas tutorials and information, the Ohana help desk. And I'm gonna talk more about these things and just kind of listing them off, but it's like a one-stop shop for a lot of the tech resources that we use at Kulawaina. So let me just show you. This is the short link for that site. So if you want to screenshot it or come back to it later, you also got a letter, I believe, today, an announcement that had the link to this site on there. So that's going to be a one-stop shop for you. Okay, and mahalo Kissy for putting that in the chat. So I'm going to escape out of this page here and navigate to that site so you can see it. So this is the Kulawaina Ohana Tech website. So you'll have links here that will take you directly to the Kulawaina website, Ohana. As you scroll down, you'll see there's more information there for Canvas, the full Canvas training, more tutorials, and help desk, the Ohana Tech help desk. And we'll get into this a little later. And then at the bottom, the Hale Pahana Kipaipai, that's the office that provides technology support for your keiki at Kulawaina. So there's contact information there and the link to their website as well. Okay. Okay. So definitely encourage you to check out that website because there's so much helpful information there to find our other tech resources. Okay. And then the next one is, going back, our main Kulawaina site. So on the main Kulawaina website, you'll find all of the links to the school announcements and general information. Calendars and schedules are there. A copy of the handbook is there. Oh, yeah. Some of the school forms, the important school forms that you need to fill out will be on there. And then also links to KS Connect. So if I can show you real quick on that one. Okay, so here's our website, yeah. So you'll see all the news and announcements are up here. There's the staff directory. So if you go into that page, you'll see links to information, contact information for each of the kumu. And then the phone numbers and email addresses, so you can learn about the kumu who are at Kulawaina. And then there's more links to forums and things, the handbook, and other fabulous information on the main website. Okay. Okay, and then mahalo Kissy, she put the link there in the chat for the main website. And then the next one that we have is KS Connect. So KS Connect is where, you guys are all familiar with KS Connect already, but that's where you'll submit all your important paperwork and forms and complete those forms for registration. And then you also can view your Keiki's grades in KS Connect. So there's a link there for how to get to KS Connect. And then when you get to the main KS Connect homepage, if you click on information, you can actually subscribe to grade alerts for your keiki. So that's that little message box here. If you click on subscribe, then you'll get notified whenever your keiki's kumu posts a new grade in their course. So that's a helpful thing to know. Yeah, so go ahead and connect to that or get subscribed to those grade alerts. Okay. Okay, so this is how we're all here tonight to learn more about Canvas. So Canvas is the LMS tool that we're using from grades 4 all the way up through 12. And it's the tool that your keiki are going to be using to access their learning resources, their assignments. They'll be able to communicate one-to-one with their kumu. There's going to be discussion boards on there. There's going to be all kinds of activities and assignments that your keiki will be doing in KS Connect. So you'll be able to find a lot of information there. And then as Ohana, you also have access to create accounts where you can view your keiki's all of the course home pages for the courses that your keiki are in. You'll be able to subscribe to announcements that the kumu are posting in each of the courses. You can view the course syllabus, maybe that's syllabi, I forget what the plural is for that one. And then calendars, you'll see the course calendar and due dates. You can see their assignments and view their modules that the kumu have set up. And then you can even see the scores for their assignments in Canvas. So you'll be seeing scores and grading from 2 different places, yeah. You'll have your Canvas scores, and those are just for assignments that your keiki are completing in Canvas. And then you're also going to get the final grades in KS Connect. So you're not going to see a final course grade in Canvas. When you want to check how your keiki is doing in a class, you'll go to KS Connect to check those grades. Yeah. For Canvas, they're more for specific assignments that they're completing in the Canvas LMS. Okay. And then you can also view when your keiki submits an assignment to their kumu and then they get feedback on the assignment, you can even view the feedback that they get from their kumu on their assignment. So That's really awesome. And then there's an inbox tool on there so that you can communicate with your Keikis Kumu. So rather than using email, you could also communicate through the Canvas inbox. Okay. Then I just checking. Okay. So I'm going to show you when we do our tour of the Canvas app, I'll show you how you add your keiki to Canvas. And if you have more than one keiki, how you can add more than one keiki. The good thing too is that you only need to connect to Canvas once. So once you're connected to your keiki as an observer, if your keiki came from Kulaha'aha'a and they're now in Kulawaina, you're still connected. So you only have to do that one time and then you're connected until they graduate. Okay. Okay. So this is how you're gonna connect. So yesterday and today, your keiki started training in Canvas to learn how to use the different tools that are in Canvas. So they should have all reached this part of the training where they learn how to show you a code that you're going to use. It's called the pairing code. And they're going to show you that code, and then you'll need to download the parent app and enter the code that your keiki shows you. So you're going to have two things there. So you're going to want to be together when you do this process so that you can see the code that your keiki has and then enter it on your device. Okay. So let me show you, I'll show you guys where the keiki find it so that you can also help direct the direct your keiki to the code. Okay. Whoop. I'll go back one. Okay, so when your keiki sign in to the Canvas course, they're going to be taken straight to the dashboard. And then what they'll need to do is click on the account button and then click on settings. Okay. And then that's where they can set up some of their contact preferences and those kinds of things. But on the right-hand side here, there's a button that says pair with observer. So when they click on that button, it's going to show them a code that you're going to use to enter on the parent app. Okay. And then I'll show that when we get to our tour of the parent app, I'll show you where you enter that code. But this way you can kind of help your keiki find the code that they need to show you. And then they're also learning how during school yesterday and today. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is that little window. When you open up the parent app, you're going to see that I'll show you where you got to press. And then this will come up and you just type in the code that's there. Okay. Okay, some other important things to know about Canvas are the notifications. So you have, you'll be able to get all kinds of notifications, and it's really nice because you can kind of specify the types of notifications that you want to receive. So on the mobile app, if you're just going to be using Canvas mobile, the Canvas parent app, it's kind of limited what kind of notifications you can manage. So you could set up to be notified by email when an assignment is missing, or if course announcements have been sent out, or institution announcements. Okay, and then and these will also notify you in the app. So you can do like those push notifications where it'll give you the little red badge on the top corner of the app to let you know. And then there's some interesting things here. You're not going to get, our kumu are not going to be posting course grades. That means that course grades are when you can see the combination of all of their assignments and how they're doing. and the scores that they got on each of those assignments, and that calculates into a course grade. But we've turned off that feature. So the other one that you might want to think about turning on is this assignment grade above or assignment grade below. So you can be notified when your keiki gets a certain grade, you know, above 90%, below 50% or something like that. And then you'll be notified in the app. Yeah. If you sign into your Canvas parent account on a browser, so in Safari or Chrome, there's more notifications that you can manage in the browser. So in the browser, you can also turn on notifications for due dates. So if you also want to get notified when things are due, announcements, of course, and these are the ones that we kind of encourage you to turn on. You don't need to for due dates, but definitely course announcements. So like our Mrs. Achong uses her Canvas course to send out announcements for student life and different activities that are happening on campus. So you definitely want to make sure that your course announcements are notifications are turned on. Yeah, that's an important one. And then you might want to be notified about the grading. And then the one that I like for my daughter, the submission comments. So I get notified for when my daughter's Kumu leaves feedback on the assignments that she posts. Yeah, so you'll see how different like the mobile version notifications are from the browser version. So even if you're using the app just for like a quick check, you might want to still sign into Canvas on the mobile, on the browser, on your phone or on your iPad, or if you have a laptop, yeah, so that you can manage even more of your notifications and see a little bit more in the course or in the in Canvas. Okay. Okay, yeah, and then if you have more than one keiki, so you'll be able to add as many keiki as you need. So you'll only have one parent account, and then you can add multiple keiki to your one parent account as an observer. Okay. Okay. So there is a training course available for you guys that will walk you through all the different features that are in the Canvas parent app. Yeah, and the course is kind of designed for the browser version of Canvas. So that's really good because you'll get to see all the full features of what you can see as a parent with a parent role in Canvas. And then when I show you the mobile app in just a little bit, you'll see that there's not as much there, but it's really great as a quick view just to check in and see how your keiki is doing and see if there's new resources that have been added to your keiki's class. Yeah, but there's a really great training that's going to walk you through how to use everything in Canvas. How do you navigate the dashboard and customize the dashboard? How can you view the course calendar? As parents, you can pretty much see everything that your keiki can see in Canvas, but you cannot submit assignments. You cannot take quizzes for your keiki. You can see the quizzes there. You won't be able to see the questions. You can see discussion questions and discussion instructions, but you cannot respond to discussion posts. But there's a lot that you can see as a parent. Yeah. So the only thing that you're not able to do is actually turn in work through Canvas. Okay. And then the last thing before I show you that iPad or the app, we have a wonderful service available to us. It's called KS Ohana Help Desk. This was started last year, and it's a number that you can call whenever you need kokua with Canvas, Seesaw, Zoom, or Microsoft Teams. Yeah, so if you're ever having problems connecting, you have a question about how to use the site, you can call Ohana Help Desk and get kokua for any of those things. Yeah, it's really, really awesome. They're super helpful. So the information is here for that Ohana Help Desk. And then remember too that everything that I've showed you is also on our Kulavaina Ohana Tech website. Yeah, so that first website that I brought up has all of these sites and all of this information on it. Okay. All right. So let's get into, I'll show you the Canvas parent app. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the app on my iPad because I'm thinking a lot of you are gonna be using a mobile device to access Canvas. Okay. All right, sorry, when I connect the iPad, a bunch of windows pop up, so I gotta clear those out of the way. Okay. So this is the Canvas parent app. Okay, there's 3 different apps that Canvas produces. There's one for Canvas parent, one for Canvas student, and one for Canvas teacher. So your keiki might also want to use the Canvas student app just to quickly view their course information. Your Canvas parent app has that blue logo. Okay, so when you first turn it on, it asks you to find your school. And so I'm gonna tap on that and just start typing in Kamehameha. And you'll notice that our Kamehameha schools automatically populates. Yeah, so I'm gonna tap on that. Okay, and then there's 2 different rooms that you can go into. You can do, if you have a KS faculty, students and staff, you're gonna use the link on the left side, the login on the left side. So your keiki are gonna use the left side login, yeah. And then as Ohana, as parents, you're gonna tap on the other users to log in through that link. Okay, so I'm gonna tap on other users. Okay, and then you're just gonna enter your email password. So if you already created an account, you'd have your email password already ready to go. If you're new to Canvas and haven't set up an account yet, you're gonna wanna go to create account, yeah? So right away, when you tap on that create account, you have to type in your name, your email, password, and then you see here the student pairing code. Yeah, so that's when you're gonna wanna call your keiki over, have them sign into their Canvas account, tap on their account settings, and get the pairing code for you so that you can connect right away. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna sign in and we have just a little while. So let me get signed in here. Okay, so this is what the app looks like. Very different from what you see when you get into the browser, yeah. So there's not a lot of things to tap on here. You have your list of courses that your keiki is in. There's the calendar at the bottom of the screen, and then you can expand the calendar to see if there's any assignments coming up. So that's indicated by the dots that are below the day here. So if I tap on a day, you'll see there's a list of the assignments that are there. Okay. And then you have the alerts. So these are the alerts that you've set up to be notified about within the app. Okay. On the left side here, there's the 3 lines. So that's where you go to access your inbox so that you can message your kumu. There's a little messaging tool in the bottom right corner. So if you just tap on that, and then you select the course that you want to send a message about, it'll already populate your keiki's kumu contact information there. then you just type your message, or there's even a paperclip here so you could record audio or something like that. Okay. And then also on the left-hand side here, there's a manage students. So if you have more than one keiki that you need to add to your account, you would tap on manage students. It'll list the keiki who you're observing. And in the top right corner, there's a plus. So you tap on that plus, and then you see where the pairing code option popped up. So you tap on that and you type in the pairing code from your keiki's account, yeah? And that will add that keiki to your account. And remember, you only got to set this up one time. So after that, you'll always be connected. Okay. And then the other things are just to log out, or if you want to change to a different user. Up here, if I tap on my keiki's name, I can also use that to manage viewing more than one of my keiki who are connected to Canvas. Okay. So I'm going to go back to courses and just show you. I'm going to click on this Kulavina sample course here. When I tap on that, it gives me right away a list of every assignment that's been published in the course and how my keiki performed on the assignment. So when it's submitted, if there's no grade yet, you'll just see that dash. If they've completed it, you'll see a grade there, like this Kohala Kuamo'o one. And I can tap on it and view the instructions about that assignment. This external tool might just open up in Google. And then you'll notice at the bottom right, there's a little messaging tool there. So if you have a question about this assignment, you can tap on this at any time and send your Keiki's Kumu a message about that assignment. Okay. The only other thing with the last few minutes we have left, there's one more tab here, that's front page. So all of your Kumu have created home pages. Your Keiki's Kumu have created home pages for their courses. And it includes contact information, a little bit of information about the course. And then at the bottom, there's these buttons. So you'll be able to tap on the front page and go view the announcements. For the course, you'll see a full list of all the announcements. Okay. And then there's the syllabus. So you can go in and view the syllabus for the course. And then on the modules page, that's where all of their assignments will be organized and posted. So you'll see things like assignments that they're submitting to Canvas, discussions. There might even be just a page of resources. So something like that, where there's nothing they're turning in, but it's just resources that the Kumu are sharing. Okay. And you can go in and view all of these things. Just remember, you cannot submit work yourself as a parent in the app. Okay. And then the last one is just a Kokua page. That just has information for how to use Canvas. If the Keiki need a refresher for where to find things, how to contact their Kumu. And then also there's some information here to help all of you if you want to go back and do the training and learn how to use the different features that are in Canvas. Yeah. So that's a quick tour of the app. Yeah, that's about it. You'll see all the different courses your Keiki are enrolled in here. And so you can go in and explore and see what kind of information they have on their home pages and go take a look at what's in there, what your Keiki's Kumu have shared, yeah, with you. So we are at about a minute left. I'm gonna stop sharing just so I can check if there's any questions in the chat that I can kokua with right now. Okay. So for the Ohana, I have a couple messages here that I'll follow up on. Does anyone have any questions before we close this session? Yeah. Maikai? Okay. So I encourage you all to get connected in Canvas, yeah, so you can follow along as your keiki is completing work throughout the year, and also receive all of those announcements that your keiki's kumu will be sending out throughout the year. Mahalo nui to everyone for being here tonight. Mahalo. So I'm going to turn it back over to Tehani.
Mahalo e kaulana. Thank you so much for sharing again with us all of those Canvas tips and tricks. We are going to get pumped with a little song break as we transition to our back to school night. So feel free to turn